By no means am I trying to say that I should be an authority figure on how to play zombies and how to play it well in Cold War. However, I would like to take this video to plead my case on what I believe to be the best way to survive and make it to high rounds in zombies on Cold War right now. I am fully expecting this to change over time as they do updates to the game, mess with guns, input new maps. Obviously, there's going to be different types of ways of surviving on different maps, and maybe they might even screw with perks. I don't know. I don't work for Treyarch and Activision, but I do expect it to change. Now, if you find this video helpful, please hit that thumbs up. If you end up checking out the rest of my channel and enjoy what you see, please hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, let's get straight into this survival guide for Die Machine, D Machine, whatever you want to call it, on Cold War zombies. For starters, the creative class that I choose to use is the AUG and the Energy Mine Tier 3. Tier 3 Energy Mine is crazy. My attachments are on the screen right now. Reticle can be changed out. But in order to get these, you have to have Tier 3 tac rifles. You get those bonus 3 attachments. You get the critical damage increase. You get the long shot damage increase, which makes the AUG absolutely insane. Batshit crazy, in fact. Here's an example. Round 12, I have done nothing to the AUG besides the base AUG I have created. It clears out hordes pretty damn fast. It's still the base variant. It's not upgraded with any sort of material at all. And it's definitely not Pack-a-Punch. Just look down in the bottom right. You see the red banner. There's no Pack-a-Punch emblem. Do I have the 4 perks that I think are the most important? Yes. Does that add more headshot damage? Yes. But still, those 4 perks I would have had anyways. This gun is still insane. It, I just, look, slippery. One thing I have to take credit. I'm just slippery. That's the Energy Mine. That's the other part of the creative class. The Energy Mine clears things out. Like, it is insane. That double blast is crazy. There you see me Pack-a-Punch my AUG for the first time. I put Brain Rot on it because Brain Rot just gives you an ally every once in a while. It helps out so much. I can't understate it. I obviously upgraded the rarity of it up to a uncommon, and as you see me kind of just meandering about here down by the Pack-a-Punch, I'm trying to get 50 more crafting material so I can upgrade it one more time. And while doing so, obviously I find myself trapped. Not to worry, Energy Bomb. It's insane. The combo is amazing. Now, I'm coming up to this portion because there are 3 good training spots on this map. The first one, I'm going to be running in a lot. That's my personal favorite. I'll obviously get to that in a little bit when I get out of this spot. But this is probably the second best one in my opinion. It's around the plane. You just start running around like the crash and everything, and it works out. It's open. Here you can see how good this thing is against Megatron himself. This thing just, at its current state, rips through Megatron's health like a Karen ripping through Target to find the manager because the quinoa wasn't on sale, like the ad had said. It's insane. I shoot my mine there, and basically, if I would have hit all my shots, it would have taken me probably a magazine and a half, but it took me like 2 magazines to kill the splits. But look at that. Dead already. There's the increased long shot damage. There's the critical damage. Just absolutely obliterated both of the splits and main Megatron himself. Obviously, I needed a second gun at some point. I choose the MP5 because it's my most used gun, and you can buy it off the wall. I Pack-a-Punched it, and I always put Blast Furnace on it. Blast Furnace and Brain Rot, to me, are the 2 best ammo modifications you can get. Because if you get Deadwire, or what is this game's Deadwire, and the Cryo Freeze, those 2 will slow down and screw up trains if that's where you choose to. I needed to get Quick Revive as my last perk as I had to get, and this is the 3rd spot for training. If you play with 4 people, you can split it up into 2. If you play by yourself, I honestly wouldn't recommend it. Those stones get in the way big time. They just start funneling, and if you get caught into a bad maneuver, you're going to get stuck. It's very compact. It is a viable one. It is my least favorite of them, though. I wouldn't recommend it. The one that I would recommend, though, is the one that you will consistently see in the rest of this video and that you've already seen at the beginning. And that one is going to be coming up after I kill all this horde. Jesus, get on with it, man. Holy crap. Also, don't open up that X wall. Never open up that X wall. Terrible idea. This is the spot. Look how much... Look, it's crazy. This AUG is insane. It's the spawn room, and it's, to me, the best training spot. It's pretty open. The only downside is that there's those trees everywhere, and for some reason, I'm attracted to them like nobody's business. But it is incredibly open. You can maneuver around. There's other alleyways where you can kind of get the zombies to run down it, and you just run alongside them and get ahead of them. Here's another tactic that I use. I always, no matter what, I know for points wise, it's not great. I always get the nukes. Nukes and insta-kills I always grab whenever Megatron's out, especially because the nukes take him down to half health. Insta-kills multiply damage like crazy on him. And, I mean, round 19, I haven't done anything else to the AUG since the last time, so it's still rare, one Pack-a-Punch. I'm still ripping through. Only time I've ever used stuns in this game has been when I'm dealing with the splits or Megatron himself. Otherwise, stuns, again, screw up trains. I don't use those either. Normally, when it comes to equipment throughout surviving, I choose stim shots, and you'll see why later on. And equipment I don't really use, but if I were to use it, it's Semtex, because you can stick it on a zombie and take out a huge horde fairly quickly. Side note, if basically this entire video hasn't just been a side note already, those dogs suck. I fucking hate those. They piss me off. I will, whenever there's a train, I will seek them out almost immediately because they catch up to you so quick, they hit super hard, and they screw your screen up because they're filled with toxic sludge shit. I don't know. But you will see right here, again, I mean, granted, that was only two. There was only 2 kills on that energy mine, but before, phenomenal. The amount of times that I was baffled while making this video, the amount of times I was baffled while playing and just getting absolutely tons of kills with that energy mine, it's insane. Not many times I was able to turn around and look at it, but when I was, it was a fairly beautiful picture to watch. It was beautiful. Just watching all of these zombies crumple because of that energy mine. In my opinion, that is the keyest point to this. The AUG, I think, best weapon in zombies. I mean, just watch it rip through Megatron again for like the 3rd time. But the most important thing, I always used Aether Shroud. Never again. The energy mine is just too good. The energy mine is a bouncing Betty on steroids. I can't say enough good things about the energy mine, as you could probably tell. Right there, yeah, screwed myself. But the energy mine cleared out the way. Now, this is what I do every single time I get down. Because I basically only stuck with the AUG the entire time. Yes, I had the MP5 for a little bit there, but I ended up getting the Wonder Weapon anyways. And it made it so that I only had one weapon to worry about, weapon and perks. Every time I would get downed, this is the exact thing I would do. And I went down 4 times during this run. I would always start running away, obviously. I don't want to die again, because then my game's over. But I would go back and buy my perks, because I had enough to get all my perks every single time. So, run back, get Deadshot, quick run, and right here, I'm going to pick up more armor, so it's harder for me to die yet again. And then I'm going to swing back, pick up speed. Don't know why I didn't pick that up right away after Deadshot. Could have just ran across. But then that's me. I'm an idiot, to be honest with you. I don't plan my shit out. Obviously, as you can tell right now, kind of rambling, don't plan my shit out. But after I get all that stuff down there, the last thing I'm going to do down in this room is I'm going to go and I'm going to get my elemental pop, as you'll see, in 3, 2, 1. Got it. Now, the next bit of information I'm going to share, I believe, is ungodly important. Do not stop picking up the crafting material, whichever one it is, just because you have everything upgraded. As you can see right there, I bought a self-revive. As you'll see in a little bit, because, spoiler alert, I attempt a round 51 EXFILL. Am I successful? You'll have to wait and see. But you can still use those crafting materials for so much more later on. Constantly buying self-revives is how I made it to round 51. I kept being an idiot, getting stuck on the trees, and I kept getting pinned in situations I shouldn't have because I stand still like that. Granted, yes, it's one zombie, but I stand still and try to do stupid shit like knife on round 43. But I was able to buy self-revives. This strategy and how to play zombies, it's not the single greatest, but it makes your stupid mistakes way more minute because you have so many more opportunities and so many more ways to bounce back. Like that right there. That's why I use stims throughout the entire game except for when I exfil. I use stims because I don't have armor at that point. I was down to like 10 health. I used a stim because I was about to die and I'm not taking any chances. That's why that's the equipment that I use throughout this entire run except for the exfil. And the reason I use it throughout the run except for the exfil is because realistically, if you die during the exfil, then you die during the exfil. It is what it is. Like the game was going to end no matter what. As you can see here, it is round 50, and I am prepping up for said exfil. So I switch from my stims to the monkeys because why not take some heat off me? I also bought a war machine. War machines are actually pretty damn good. They work really well against Megatron, and especially at the high rounds like this, when you exfil, Megatron's always gonna spawn. Always. I got a shit ton of Ethereum crystals. That's the other thing. I'm sorry, I was partially right on my previous video. Thanks for the support, by the way. You get Ethereum crystals definitely for your first time. I know that for a fact. And the XP, you get 1,000 every time you every opportunity to exfil, up to 5,000 XP. After you complete it, though, apparently it's random. Ethereum crystals, completely random after you complete it for the first time. Anyways, back to the exfil. You saw that I used a monkey, and then I used the energy mine, and now I'm using another monkey after I used the war machine. That is to take the heat off me so I can get Megatron down. Also, it takes out a ton of zombies. As you can see, I started with 56, down to 7 already. Here's the Wonder Weapon, not upgraded. 1, I don't know how to do the upgrade. 2, I like it better this way. But that's besides the point. As you can see, I have 30 seconds roughly to kill these 2 Megatrons, and I waste about another 10 seconds trying to throw Semtex at this one, and I just fail miserably. So, long story short, and spoiler alert, I don't get this exfil. It pissed me off unbelievably because I had been spending hours on this game just to have it end so abruptly and end in heartbreak, basically. I still haven't gotten the 51 round exfil, but is what it is. That's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully I'll be able to see you guys in the next video. Maybe it will be Call of Duty. Maybe it will be Battlefield. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, and peace.